welcome back for part two. So I ended up splitting the video into two parts just because it just got a little long. So the first part, if you haven't watched it, I'll link it down below. Go watch that one first. Basically, in the first part, we made our sim for the mint generation, which is a generation of the Not So Berry challenge, which is a challenge in The Sims that we're starting on the channel. So yeah, in this video, we're going to be making her house, and I decided to build it in Sulani, so let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Thank you. What I'm thinking for this challenge, at least for the first generation, I guess we'll see how much money we have after the next generation, but sorry, what I was going to say is that I want to make her a tiny house. Because with tiny living, if you build a small enough house that you get bonus things like you build skills faster and stuff. And I was thinking with a multi-generational challenge, especially one that has like a career and an aspiration requirement for every generation, we aren't going to have that much time. Like we need to complete her aspiration, we need to complete her career, and we need to have a baby. And we need to have a baby fast enough so that when she's an elder, her kids will have already procreated and she'll have a grandchild while she's still alive. So I think the best way to achieve that is to make an actual micro home, which is the smallest one, because it gives us the most advantages in terms of like skill building and stuff like that. So I think that's the way I want to play it. I had not put any thought into where I wanted her to be located though. I'm really torn between Strangerville or Sulani. Let's go Sulani. Lot challenges volcanic activity. Oh man, I don't even know what that does, but it sounds scary. I don't know which island I want to live on. I think I'm gonna buy this one and then bulldoze it. So this is our lot. This is cute. We've got like, oh wow, look at that. So there's like a little pier over here and there's an easel already on the pier, which I guess is like public space, but it's really cool because if we want to get into painting, that's not part of this generation, but there's no reason why we can't. We can do that without even having to buy our own easel, so that's kind of cool. And then I just want to, sorry, I'm just looking at the neighborhood. There's a little public bathroom over here, and there's a little, oh my god, I love these like bridges with like twinkle lights. That's so cute. Sorry, I'm just exploring. And there's like a picnic bench and another public bathroom. So we could honestly do like a full-on rags to riches, like, oh, this is cute. This house is like a tiny house. Is this somebody's house? Or is this like a beach lot? I don't even know. I can't tell. I think that might just be a beach lot. I don't think that's enough of a house that someone could be living there, but maybe. So sorry, I was going to say we could do a full-on rags to riches where she doesn't even have her own bathroom. Because there's public bathrooms nearby, which is kind of cool. It's not going to be a very exciting house because it is going to be a tiny house. And like I said, we're going to do the micro home. So it's going to be small. And I do want it to be partially on the water because I love that. But maybe if it starts on land and goes out onto the water. I actually make micro homes a lot just because I really like the benefits. So the one option is just to make a rectangle that's 32 by 32. And that gives us like all of the squares that we can have, but obviously it doesn't have any shape or interest to it. Another option is to do like a couple smaller pieces. Which can be kind of nice just so that there's like different rooms, although I don't think that room is even big enough for a double bed. So maybe not that size in particular, but yeah, it's not long enough. So maybe if we get rid of this, I think this will be too big, but we could pull this back one, and then we have 2 extra tiles. So we could do like I know it's like kind of ridiculous to make a deck, to make any kind of deck when you have such limited floor space, but she lives in Sulani, you know? The other option is we could make this little 2 space part of the house, and then we could make this little piece a deck, which I think I kind of want to do actually. It's like a crazy waste of floor space, but she lives in Sulani, you know? You've got to have, if you're gonna live on the water, you've got to have a deck. Where did I see that? Was it in outdoor stuff? There's like a fence. Not a fence, sorry, a ladder that goes into the water. Yeah, like this. But then I think I have to get rid of this fence first. The weird thing about this ladder is that it takes up like a whole bunch of squares of... Oh, it's not deep enough. Like, how far out can I go? Can she still get into that? She's here on the lot, so I can do some tests. Now, can you get into this house? Appears to be able to. Is this far enough out now? I don't think this water is even deep enough yet that this is going to count. Yeah, must be in deep ocean water. Like if I put it way out here, is she still able to get into her house? Oh, she is. That's cool. So she just wades out in the water and then goes up the stairs. All right. I just really wasn't sure if she would be able to get out there. Oh, yes. And now we can put the ladder. See, this is the thing that's annoying to me. Like, it's taking up 3 squares for some reason. And if you try to put the fence, I think I can only go up to there, because otherwise it'll delete my ladder. And I think I want to have her house, like, up on stilts. I don't know if I want the skinny ones or the thick ones. I feel like the thick ones look more sturdy. I'm going to try to get a double bed in here. Usually when I build tiny houses, I use the Murphy bed, just because it makes the best use of space, but the Murphy bed always kills my Sims. And I'm trying to do a 10 generational challenge, so I might start with that, and then if we run out of money, I'll sell it and buy her a cheaper bed. So this is like her bedroom. Obviously it's tiny, but it fits her double bed, and then I have to fit like literally everything else she needs in the rest of this space. So we do have to make her a bathroom, which is going to be a challenge, and we need a little kitchen space. So I'm sure you can see now at this point why it was kind of ridiculous for us to make all of this backspace a deck, especially when it's not even deep enough that we can have a chair or anything out here. I just feel like if you live in Sulani, you would want a deck, you know? Like, what's the point of living on the ocean if you can't make use of it? So I think I'm going to have to play test this, but I think I'm going to do a little 3-square bathroom here. I think we'll go with this one. It really doesn't matter that much what toilet we use. And then I think I'll probably use... Oh, Island Living did come with its own shower. Yeah, I think we'll use the Island Living shower. There is a way... Like, we could shift that over. And then if we shrink this a little, and we just nudge it in here beside the toilet. I'll have to play test this, but I've done something like this before and made it functional. It's just like a matter of getting it all to work with your sim. Oh, that's a cool door. This came with the movie pack. Is there a minty one? Oh, yeah. It's so elaborate for a bathroom, but I love this door. I just want to play test the bathroom before I do any more decorating. Can you use this toilet? She seems to be able to pee. Can you use the sink? Oh, yes. Okay, so she can use the toilet and the sink, and this is only on 1 square. And then I think the shower should be fine, but we'll just make sure. Nice. Okay, so the bathroom is functional, so that's awesome. This mosaic is cool. Is there a minty one? Ooh. Oh, yeah. And then we really don't need to put one here, because you literally can't see it. So do we save the $8 and just leave that cement? I think I might. Is $8 a big savings? No, but every little bit counts, you know? And it's a very small bathroom, so we can kind of go pretty wild with the tile, and it's not too overwhelming because it is such a small space. Some kind of wall-mounted mirror. Yeah, maybe just like that. So then she's got some storage for her toothbrush and stuff. I know that's all made up because they don't really need storage, but I like making it look a little realistic. We've still got a decent amount of money, although we haven't done the kitchen yet. So I take that back. because the kitchen is where the appliances are, and appliances are expensive. Is this mint? That's a little green. This one's a little too blue. This is probably more mint than the blue one. Again, I realize not everything has to be mint. It doesn't match the fridge at all, but there's also this one from the Country Kitchen Pack, which is very cute. That goes a lot better with the fridge, actually. How much is that? It's only 600. And then we do need at least 1 square of cupboard space. Probably a couple. I mean, we do have the sink in the bathroom, but it kind of gross. I know it's a video game and it really doesn't matter, but it does kind of gross me out thinking that they're gonna, like, take their lettuce into the washroom to wash it, you know? I'm trying to decide how much counter I want because I kind of want to put, like, a desk or something over here. And it would be nice, like a sliding door out onto the deck would be really nice. But, sorry, what I was going to say is, like, the double door is not a great use of space. So maybe what we should do instead is, like, a single door and maybe do a glass door and then just, like, a big window beside the door. Because then we get the look of a double door without taking up all that space for no reason. Yeah, good enough. Okay. We're not going to have a lot of living space, but what I'm thinking is there's a desk that came with Tiny Living that's only 1 square. And I was thinking we could put it here and then have like 2 pieces of counter and 1 piece of desk. The only thing is then it's blocking literally both of these doors with the chair. Oh, you know what we could do? If we put our seating there. So what I was thinking, I know it's like so tight and like the least comfortable place you could sit, but if this was our couch and then if we had like a little TV mounted on like this wall here. The only thing is like there's a cool one that came with Tiny Living that has like a bookshelf and a radio built in, which is awesome, but I don't know if she can get past this. So let's just test that out and make sure she can walk through there still. She can. Okay. So what I like about this one, a lot of people don't like the furniture that came with Tiny Living, and like fair enough, because like for example the lamp. Let me just show you this lamp. In case you don't have Tiny Living and you don't know what I'm talking about. This lamp came with Tiny Living. Look how freaking big this lamp is. Like, and it looks like it has a shelf in the bottom, but like nothing actually, like nothing snaps to that shelf. So it's not really, like you'd think Tiny Living Pack should come with space-saving solutions. And so that lamp obviously is a huge mistake. But this thing, it's a bookshelf so they can read and you don't need another bookshelf in your house. It's a stereo as well, which, I mean, this stereo hangs on the wall, so it's not the hugest space saver, but it's a stereo, a TV, and a bookshelf, and they're all in that one piece of furniture, which I think is pretty awesome. Like, some of the stuff is not the best, but some of it is pretty good. I wish the Murphy bed didn't kill so many Sims, because it makes it basically unusable, but the one with the couch on it is a pretty good use of space as well, because when it's folded up, you have a couch, you know? And it's got like the cute little decorative shelf and a little picture and stuff. And then when it comes out, it's a bed. And then you don't have the couch anymore, but you don't need the couch when you're sleeping, you know? You do need enough space that it folds out. Like I couldn't put it in this house because it would hit they wouldn't be able to put this down because it would hit the cupboards. But if it was like here and your house was like that wide, sorry, I'm putting my hand up like you can see my hand. If your house was like as wide as like right here, then that works and that's functional, and then you can have like a TV on the wall over here, and then you don't need all of this space used up all of the time for that big bed. But the huge downside of the Murphy bed, I know I've said this like 6 times already, is that it kills Sims all of the time. I was trying to do the love after romance scenario and one of my Sims died from the Murphy bed and I had to quit, which was so frustrating. We do only have 1 piece of counter in the kitchen, which is not ideal because we don't have a sink right now. We also don't, I'm just realizing now we don't have a door into the bedroom, so we need a door. And now I just want to make sure she can still get into her bedroom because her bed is taking up a lot of space. Okay, great. So that door is functional, which is awesome. Oh, we also need a table. One other thing that's cool that came with the tiny living pack but is hard to find is this table, which is actually a bar height table. She only needs one chair because she's currently a single lady. We're getting kind of squishy in here, but what I was thinking is we could have like one piece of counter over here with a sink. The nice thing about building a tiny house is that your money goes a lot further. Although we haven't put, I think roofs might be free. Let's just put a roof on. I always want the whole roof to be glass. But I find it looks a little weird if the actual whole roof is glass. I kind of like the idea of the bedroom having a glass roof. This is the one that actually came with Island Living, but it looks really flat to me. And there's also this one, which is kind of cool and has a bit more texture. Yeah, maybe that one. Okay, so that's the roof, and then what do we want the outside to look like? The interesting thing about these windows is they seem like they're actually like open air, which like I guess if you live somewhere tropical you can do, although there's bugs. But I guess they're not worried about bugs flying into their house. I don't know. I just feel like I'm so used to windows having glass, but like if the weather outside is always nice, then I guess it can just be straight open to the outside. I do feel like I have stayed places in like Southeast Asia and stuff where there was a lot of open air, and I do remember it being nice. I think I want to do some like angled windows up here, but then I think I have to, oh, I was just about to say I have to change the angle of the roof, but maybe not. Maybe if I use these gradually sloping ones. I think they're still a little bit not quite the right angle. Yeah. I think I could just make this so much easier for myself if I just change the angle of the roof. I really love super high ceilings, especially with like skylights and stuff like this. Like, look how beautiful that looks. All that natural light coming down. One thing we can do also, I don't know if the roof is actually high enough that it would be good. Because this is a roof, actually, we can't get rid of this wall. But what I was going to say is one kind of cheaty thing we can do is we can like make a little loft in our tiny house. And like, for example, like, because this room has a ceiling on it, this floor is already here, so that doesn't count as like extra tiles. And if we had like, I know we're looking through the roof, but if we had like a ladder here and this wall wasn't here, then this loft space could be somewhat usable. It's not really easy to make that functional space just because like with the sloping roof, they can only go so far into the space. So it's not like a great way to get extra space, but it's like a way to get some extra space. So what I was thinking of doing was like trying to build a loft there, but because these are two individual roof pieces, the roof pieces come with these like walls. Like if I just move this roof, just as an example, this wall is part of this roof, and if you try to like delete that wall, it says nothing to delete. And you can get around that a little bit because, so you can put like an arch there, and then it doesn't get rid of the wall, but it makes it so that they can walk through the wall. So we could put an arch there and then just delete this ceiling, which actually that arch is a really good size, so I think I might just try that. If we put the ladder there, it looks like she would get off the ladder this way. And then I don't really know what to put up here. I'm thinking maybe a desk could be kind of cool. This is from Seasons, but it kind of gives me island vibes. This is the actual Island Living desk, but well, it's pretty islandy also. Because I don't know how far in we can actually put a desk so that she'll use it. So we have to do some play testing. She can't get up here at all. We can't use this ladder. But I'm going to try putting it here and see if she can get up there now. Oh, she can. I wonder if it was like the door that was in her way. I'm not sure. Can you sit in this chair? Oh my goodness. Can you use this desk? Could find a job. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have a functioning loft. This is amazing. and we need to be a scientist, so we might as well just sign up for that right now. But we're like completely out of money, and I'm not done doing her house. We have to do all the wallpaper still and the floors and stuff. Oh, and I put her roof in the ocean, so I should probably put that back where it was. Oh, I just want to like paint it and make it look cute, but like I have $2 left. Oh, I did say that I would sell this expensive bed if we ran out of money. Because I think there is a cheaper island living bed. And it has a minty one. Perfect. I think that's the vibe I want to go with. Maybe this one inside, because it's got the like pattern to it. This could be kind of cool if we did like a different one on the upper part. Could do it in like a dark wood so it matches like the paneling. Yeah, okay, I like that. And then we need some flooring. Probably that, at least on the deck. What I'm not sure about is whether we can put this here without it counting as more tiles. Now, are we still a micro home? We are. Okay, awesome. I was worried that when we put that flooring down, that was going to mess up our micro home thing, but it doesn't seem to have mattered. This one could be kind of fun. I don't know why, but it feels a little bit tropical. Okay. Are we missing anything critical? We have a computer upstairs, which is amazing. That little loft is going to be great. And it's a pretty bare bones house at this point, but we have a double bed. We have a functioning bathroom with a shower. We have a little deck off the back. Are we done? I think so, at least for now. We might like add some stuff. Oh, this is too long. Okay, there we go. Oh, maybe I think we want, I know this is like just unnecessary detail, but I want some like supports for this little roof piece, you know? Also, I love the carved wood. That looks incredible. We've built our little island tiny house. So we have our sim Coco Mint, and she is going to be a scientist. We already signed her up for the career, although we haven't started it yet. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. The welcome wagon is about to commence, so I guess we'll start with the welcome wagon next episode. But I really just wanted to make her today, and oh, we should name our lot, but I don't have a good name for that yet. So if you have any ideas for our lot name, comment them down below. And yeah, let me know what you think of this series. I'm going to do it whether you like it or not, but let me know if you're excited about the Not So Very challenge. Also, it's a little ways into the future, but if you have any ideas for names for future generations, like Rose is our next generation, so if you have any Rose themed names, or yellow themed generation names, or if you have name ideas for any of the generations, let me know below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.